What is up, everyone? Yes, guys, today is D-Day. Today we will try to start that bad boy for the first time after the rebuild. So let's get to work because there is still some stuff that we have to do before the will it run thing. And guys, first of all, I think that we should take it off that engine stand because this thing cracked even more than it was in the last episode. So I'm scared that it will break because of the vibrations after we will start it. So that's a no. My idea is to move it onto that barrel, but that barrel has to travel over here. So let's do it right away. Done. Holy crap, that thing is now super heavy. So I had to ask my neighbor to help me to lift it, but it's done. So now, guys, next mission. Guys, this is almost everything that we will need for that first start. I think that we are missing only the battery over here. As you can see, we have some electrical stuff. Over here we have an old harness, and we need these to build a new harness for the gauges I bought. Yes, that is the cheapest set that I could get, but we have an oil pressure, oil temperature, and this we don't need actually, but we will need these two. The same thing with tachometer, the cheapest one that I could get. And guys, I bought these because I want to build a small station to be able to start the engines out of the car. This is the first, but I promise you, not the last engine that we will start without the car. So let's do it. First of all, we need housing for it. So let's do it like that. There we go. Look at that. 3 pieces of wood, and tell me that this doesn't look good. I am actually stoked about that. So yes, this is done. So now we have to make a harness for all of these. And guys, I already looked at these because these are the instructions, and this is insanely easy. Check this out. We have 4 wires coming out of our tachometer, and now look at that. The red wire is power supply plus 12V. Battery positive side, so this goes to the positive side of the battery. Yellow is over here. Backlight also plus 12, so both of these are on the positive side of the battery. Now another one, green is over here. RPM signal, ignition coil, negative pole. Easy, right? And the last one, which is black, power supply, battery minus, so it goes to the negative side of the battery. Tell me that this is not easy. Okay, so now let's see what's going on over here. We have the small gauges. So these up here are the backlight. 3 black wires, so that's the negative side of the battery. 3 red wires, positive side of the battery. And now these here. In each of these we have a letter S, so that means that this is a signal or a sensor. Easy. Here we have minus, so that's the negative side of the battery, and here we have plus, so that's the positive side of the battery. Okay guys, we know what to do, so now we have to build it. Guys, we got it. Look at that. All of the wires are extended. I still have to mount these on the other ends of those wires, but that's okay. Now I will quickly show you what I did actually. So as you can see, everything is extended, but here instead of 6 wires, we have only 2 because I've decided to do a parallel connection. So I joined this, and from that last one we have a wire that will go to the positive side of the battery, and the same thing happened with the negative side. Here we have a minus connected to the minus, connected to the minus, and here we have a wire that we will connect to the negative side of the battery. Here we have those signal wires, and up here we have a plus and minus for the backlight. Yes, I could have done the same thing as with this, but I did that first and then decided to do that. It's okay, it'll work anyway. Okay guys, so I think that it's time to move over there and connect everything to the engine and the battery. Okay guys, so here we will start from the sensors. So the first one is already mounted. It is over here. This is actually the oil temperature sensor, and we still have 2 more to go. I bought that bracket or adapter or whatever you call it, and because of that I'm able to mount 2 more sensors, because originally there is only 1 sensor over here, and that is the one. It turns on and off the light if we have proper oil pressure in the engine. So now I will mount this. Of course, I will use a bit of Loctite on the threads because we don't want any leaks out of here. Okay, this is how it looks mounted. I actually don't like that piece because it's way too big, but it is what it is. Besides that, I moved everything because I think that the exhaust should go towards the door. Right, we have our station over here, oil filter, fuel system mounted. So now we should connect everything. No, not yet. There is one more thing that we have to do, guys, because we have to start it somehow, right? And to do that, I have a piece of a bell housing with that nasty looking starter. So now we will mount it over here. Okay guys, this is going to be very easy. Down here we have a stud that we will use. It will go through that, and up here we will use that long bolt, and that is it. Let's put it over here, just like that. Nut from the other side. Up here, there's another nut down here. Okay, done. So now we will actually use a part of the original harness from that Black Beetle. So this goes from the positive side of the battery to the starter. And there is a second part of that wire that goes directly to the alternator. So let's connect it. Okay, and that end of that wire goes over here, and because of it our battery will be charged. Okay guys, we are slowly getting there, so I think that it is time to connect all of our gauges, and the first wire is over here. This is the green signal wire for the tachometer, and this should be connected to the negative side of the coil. So we have to get in here somehow, like that, I think. Okay, we got it. Now we have 2 more signal wires left. The yellow one goes to the oil pressure sensor. So we have to mount it over here somehow. Damn it, it's hard to do it with one hand, but it is what it is. Okay, we got it. And the last wire goes to the oil temperature sensor. Boom, boom, and tiny nut. There we go. Okay, this is done, guys. Okay, guys, this is what's left. We have 3 wires that we will connect to the negative side of the battery. That is why I did that. And we have a few that we will connect to the positive side of the battery. And now I will put that under that nut over here. And for that side, I bought a set of new terminals, I think. We will mount that over here, and those 3 wires will be under that bolt. Okay, guys, this is how it looks, and if I'm correct, these should light up. So let's see. There we go. Look at that. Our station looks more professional right now. And guys, this is not all, actually, because now we have to connect the negative side of the battery, like that, to the engine. In this case, to that part of the bell housing. And guys, now if I'm correct, if we connect this with a screwdriver or a piece of wire, the starter should work and we should be able to start that engine. But we won't do that right now because we have no oil in it, and I still want to do 1 or 2 things to it. So we are getting close, guys. I almost forgot that we have to connect the positive side of the coil through the shut-off solenoid to the choke. So this is actually done, and now we have another mission because I have found that light, and I want to connect it to the oil pressure sensor. So that light will work exactly as the one inside of the Beetle on the cluster, but I'm not able to put that on here. Holy crap. Okay, got it. So this is one, and the other wire we will connect to the positive side of the battery. So we will just put it in here. So now, if I'm correct, that light should be on. There we go. And if we will get a proper oil pressure, it will shut off. So we will know if everything is okay even before that gauge over here. Okay, guys, this is it. I've checked everything at least 3 times already, and if I'm missing something, I'm stupid, but I think that everything is okay. So the last thing before we will actually crank it is to put oil in it. So we will put a bit of oil into the engine, but we will start from the oil filter. We will fill it with oil, and I have another idea. I have a big ass syringe that I will use to put a bit of oil in here, because we want the gears that are in oil pump to be wet. So let's do it, guys. So like I said, I have a big ass syringe over here. 100 milliliters of that oil is in here. So now let's put that in here. And now we have first 100 milliliters of oil in the engine. Finally, holy crap. Okay, I think that this is enough. Now it's time for the oil filter. I will make sure that it is full of oil. Okay, guys, we got it. It's full of oil, so let's mount it. We have about 3.5 liters of that engine oil left, and we will put everything into our engine. But before that, we will add that to it. I think that we will add about 1/3 of that bottle, and this is ZDDP. The first letter means zinc, the rest I have no idea how to pronounce, so if you want to know what that is, Google it, guys. I can tell you that this is a chemical compound used as anti-wear additive in lubricants such as engine oil, grease and stuff like that. So like I said, we will put 1/3 of it in here. Oh, we have to open it first. Okay, a bit more. Okay, this is enough, I think. Okay, let's shake it. And let's put that into our engine. Yes, we are going to use a funnel because I don't want any of that on our beautiful engine, so look at that. And now eat it. There we go. Yeah, I am so stressed right now. This is insane. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, the oil is in the engine, and I wanted to say that we are ready, but we were not, because I totally forgot to connect the positive side of the coil to the positive side of our battery. But I fixed that. There is one more thing that I did, because of course I forgot to buy some kind of a switch, guys. So this is going to be our switch. We will connect these two and our starter should work and that engine should start. Fingers crossed. Guys, this is it. I'm not able to do anything else here, so the last thing to do is to crank it actually, but I think that we will do that without the spark. So let's undo that one wire over here. Let's crank it until that small light comes off, and then we will try to start it for the first time. So guys, fingers crossed. Okay guys, fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1. Holy crap, guys, I had some problems over here, and this is mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, so we wanted to build up that oil pressure, right? We wanted that light to come off, right? So guys, after 2 minutes of cranking that bad boy, nothing changed. So I was scared that there is something wrong inside of the engine, and because of that we have no oil pressure. So what I did, I came here, I took that sensor off, because first of all I thought that it might be faulty, because this is the one that turns on and off that light, and I wanted to see if we have oil over here, and guess what, there was no oil over here, so I panicked a bit. Of course my battery died, so I had to recharge it. After that I didn't know what to do, so I started to crank it once again, another 2 minutes, and nothing changed. So I undid that line, and this is the line that pushes the oil out of the oil pump to that oil filter. I put it on the ground, I started to crank it, and after a few seconds we had oil in here, so this came back on its place. I cranked it, and after a few seconds I got oil over here, but there was no oil pressure still. So I cranked it and cranked it and cranked it, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the whole engine started to act differently, more healthy in my opinion, and we got 3 bars of oil pressure on that gauge. So I think that it is okay. We are home, and it is finally time to start it. So let's do it. There is one more thing that we have to talk about, guys, because after it will start, we have to set it and keep it on higher RPMs. And I'm talking about 2 or 2.5K. That is because the camshaft that we have inside the engine case doesn't have any oil gallery, so it is looped by the oil that is splashed inside the engine case, and for that we need higher RPMs. And I think that I will keep it running for an hour or so. I won't let it idle. I will keep it on higher RPMs, and after that hour, after that break-in, we will change oil filter and oil for a new one. So let's do it. Will it run? Holy crap, this is funny. Holy crap! Holy crap! Holy crap! Okay, once again. I'm so scared right now. Oh my god, guys. It runs! Holy crap. But I did one mistake, because there is no oil pressure, oil temperature over here. And I totally forgot that we have to ground that sensor, right? So I will do that fast and we will start it once again. Whew. Okay, guys, it's an hour later. Uh, it still works. Holy crap. Guys, we've got the runner. I actually tried to adjust carb a little, but to be honest, I have no idea how to do it properly. So we will leave it for later. I am very happy that it started and it works. So now we have to somehow get rid of that oil that we have inside. So we will change it for a new one, and we will change the oil filter as well. So we will have to probably lift it a bit somehow. So let's do it. Okay, we are back, and as you can see, the engine is on the jack stands on the ground because it was impossible to do it on that barrel. Of course, it almost fell off that barrel, so I said no to that. I once again asked my neighbor for help, so now it looks like that. Of course, I did a bit of a mess over here, but guys, I was under that engine. I checked for the leaks and there is nothing there. Holy crap. For the first time since I have that engine, it has no leaks at all. I also forgot to tell you that the thermostat opened, so it works. And the good news is that there was no metal at all on that magnetic bolt that we have on the bottom of the engine. But now let's look inside of the oil filter because this is the second place where we can actually find some metal. So let's do it. Okay guys, this is all of the oil, and here as you can see we have the oil filter. This is what was inside of that can. As you can see, a bit of debris, but I don't think that this came out of our engine. No metal at all. We will look closely at that in a moment. And here we have all of the oil, and I don't know if you will see that, but there is oh, see, there it is, that funny looking mist inside of it. And at first I thought that this is metal. So I called Tomek and we talked about it, and he said that this is actually that zinc additive in the oil. So that makes that mist that looks like metal. So he said, do not worry about it. So now let's look inside of that. I think that this will tell us everything. Guys, the only thing visible over here is brass. And the only part made out of brass in our engine is that small gear that we have mounted onto our crankshaft. And it was new, by the way. So I think that this is perfectly fine and our engine is healthy. Okay guys, it's a few moments later. As you can see, I did a hell of a mess because the oil kept coming, and it's still coming out of that oil filter housing. So yeah, we have a puddle of oil on the ground, but that's okay, I will clean it in a moment. As you probably noticed, our chassis changed position. Our engine is very close to it, so that means that they are going to kiss in a moment. And I wanted to do it now, but I totally forgot that we still have to mount the clutch to the flywheel. So let's do it now. Okay guys, this is the old clutch that was mounted to that flywheel. As you can see, it's thick, so we are not going to change that. So this is how it works. We have to put these together. There is that centering tool that we have to put inside of here, and we have to put all of that into the flywheel, and I think that this is it. Almost, of course. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts. Okay, it looks like it's done, so now let's take it out and voila! Guys, it is finally time to marry these two, and to do that we are going to use a jack and that piece of OSB. We are going to put that under the engine. The jack will land under that, obviously, and we only have to move that a little over a foot over here. So this is going to be an easy mission, I think. So Let's do it. Check this out, guys. Holy crap, I waited for a long time to see exactly that. As you can see, there is a new oil filter already mounted. Yes, it is filled with new oil. This is the proper oil that we will use for that engine. As you can see, it's anti-wear, anti-rust engine performance, full zinc technology with pure hydrocracked mineral base oils. So it is perfect for old engines like that. So in a moment I will put another 3 liters in the engine. But guys, there is one thing that bothers me a lot over here, and it's actually here because this doesn't fit over here. If everything is nearly perfect, yes, we will have to deal with that. I will have to restore it because no, I am not mounting that onto our chassis. It looks awesome, but guys, there is one more thing that we have to do in this episode. We have to start it. So I have to connect all of the wires once again. So I'll be right back. There we go. As you can see, everything is connected. We have a maze of wires over here. So guys, the oil is in the engine. We will once again build up oil pressure. So that light has to come off. And after that, we will start it. Okay, let's do it. There we go. That took a long time actually, but we got it, guys. So now we have to put that wire over here, and if I'm correct, this thing should start right now. Ooh, once again. Holy crap, guys, it actually started and it runs good, and this is insane. Of course, the car needs to be adjusted as well as the timing. I don't know how to adjust the car properly. I tried to do it 3 times already, but it doesn't work as I wanted to, so I will have to spend some time and learn how to do it properly. Okay, and now when it started, I can tell you about the thought process in my head, because I had some doubts and I thought that it's not going to start because I did some kind of a huge mistake. So the first episode when we took it apart was in October, I think, so that's almost 8 months till now. And that was 8 months of not knowing if it's going to start, actually. And this probably will sound stupid, but sometimes I had zero motivation to work on it because I was scared that in this episode, will it run? It won't run and I will look like a dork and I will have to take it apart and rebuild it once again. But it started. And guys, I feel rewarded, I feel relieved, and I feel motivated because as you can see, we have the chassis and the drivetrain ready. So that means we are ready over here, and now it's time for the body. So in the next episode, we will have to take it down here and we will have to start to think how to fix it actually. And guys, there is a lot of work that we will have to do. Of course, I don't know how to do it yet, but we will figure it out, right? So this is the plan for the future. And now one more thing, guys. If I could do it, you can do it as well. Sometimes it looks impossible, sometimes you will be scared. There will be no motivation at all, but in the end, you will be rewarded as I am right now. And trust me, this is the best feeling ever. I feel like all of this right here is a huge step forward for me and for the channel, of course, because I have never done anything like it and I have learned a lot of stuff. So now let's see what we can learn when fixing the body. Okay guys, this is it for today. Remember, your project won't finish itself. Thank you for today. Like, comment and subscribe and see you very shortly.